This video, I will elaborate a little bit more on a topic I discussed. Short. I discussed very short in the red chair chat of a couple of days ago regarding how is the best way to be resilient in life, especially when you're getting older and you get a lot of things to deal with. First, I will start with an example. An acquaintance of mine lost her job, and because she lost her job, she lost her house and her car at almost the same time. And just after that, she lost her husband. The husband went went to another lady. So that all of that is almost in the same period had a very big impact on her. She became very much depressed and very depressed, and also got other health mental health issues. She ended up by a therapist, and she's still by the therapist, and the therapist gave her medicine, for her to be able to calm down and keep the balance. But she's not the way she used to be. She's not the way she used to be, and she's still dealing with the hurt and all of the issues around all all of that happened already. So it is a challenge. It is a big challenge for her to deal with all of that, and that's the way it is with all of us. Some of us are stronger than others, but those kind of things are have very big impact on our lives, and it touches us in a way that people sometimes can imagine. So I'm gonna use that example and then use my way of coping with that example. When I pass through different kind of things, heavy things also, but not all of them at the same time. So that makes a difference also. But the first thing that I do when I deal with whatever I have to deal with is try to keep the balance. Keep the balance, for you to be able to think, because sometimes we get very much overwhelmed with all of the things that happen at the same time, like we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to pay this, we have to do that, and there's no money, and the house, the car, and all of that. Just keep quiet. Try to keep quiet and keep the balance. Go to sea. I remember once I lost my job. The first thing that I did the next day, I went to swim. Swim, and then to keep for me to keep my balance. Actually, I didn't know about balance in those days, but I just went to swim. I said, no, I just need to do something different. So from that day on, that's what I do. I swim to keep my balance, to help me with my balance and my mental health. The mind, to keep the mind quiet. Okay, now we're going back to the example, to my way of coping. I pray also and meditate. When praying and meditating, you can always ask for answers. Ask for answers. Ask for what can I do. When you're quiet, you get ideas on how's the best. How I get ideas, I think others too, how to deal with whatever you're dealing with. And as for strength, the strength, dig deep within yourself for the strength that you have, because all of us have strength, but it's only when the situation happen that we get to know how much strength we have. So dig deep and get the strength that you have in there, pull it up for you, for use for yourself. And try to change your diet also, have a lighter diet, because when you have a lot of things to deal with, it's easy when you keep a healthy and light diet. It's very good for your digestion. So work on your diet also, and exercise. I mean, exercise is also good for the body, very very good for the body. So do that. Those are the things that we may be not accustomed to doing, but that we have to at least, yeah, start doing when things happen, to give yourself relief, to give yourself a tranquility. Yeah. So try, do it. Do your best to do it. And when you get the strength and you get the ideas, and then you you start coping, you implement those ideas for you to deal with the issues at hand. Also, take it one day at a time. One day at a time, and 1 hour at a time is also okay. I remember once something happened to me, and actually I lost a boyfriend. And okay, it was more than a boyfriend. And that's what I said to myself also. You know what? Let's take this thing one day at a time. Keep my balance and keep my balance, and to keep my yes, to keep myself okay. Let's do this thing one day at a time. One day at a time, or maybe 1 hour at a time, for me to keep the balance and to keep myself going. Just take it one day at a time, because when you get overwhelmed and you start thinking about everything that happened, and the signs and the red flags and all of that, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. So you better take it one day at a time and think a little bit, or do the things you have to do. I mean, by taking one day at a time or 1 hour at a time, is also do the things that you have to do, the task at hand. And I mean, if you have to wash the dishes, clean the house, do that. Okay. And take some time also to think about the situation, but try also to, before that, to do something on yourself. I mean, for you to get rest before you think about the issue. Take it one day at a time. Don't try to solve all problems in one, because it will you will not succeed. So take it one day at a time. That's a magic. I find, for me, it's a magic thing to take it one day at a time, or 1 hour at a time, if that please you. That it's easier that way. Just take it 1 hour at a time. Don't be too hard on yourself, because life happens, things happens, and you can prevent them. And life throw those challenges on us, for us to be resilient, actually, for us to see what we've got, like how resilient we are, and how much strength we have. So it's not a punishment, it's just for us to see our gifts. Okay, but It's heavy. It's heavy sometimes, but that's the way it is for us to grow and evolve. We get those challenges, so take it one day at a time, and then solve the things piece by piece. And in the meantime, keep the balance, keep working on yourself, and keep the healthy diet. And acceptance. I mean, acceptance is also important. When something happens, accept. When the guy go or when the husband go, accept it. Try to accept it. I mean, don't, yeah, don't go thinking he's coming back and all of that. Just accept. Try to accept it. When somebody die or something happen, accept it, because that's actually the first thing that you have to do. Accept what happened, keep your balance, and then find a solution. It doesn't have to be a solution in one time. Sometimes the solution is just a change of life, a change of way of living, a change of diet, a change of thinking. So try it and let me know if it helped, if all of this helped you. Okay, the lady that I talked, the example that I've given, she's still in therapist, she's still in therapy, and she's doing better, but she's still taking medicines also. But I the things that I did, that I mentioned, those helped me with all of my challenges that I had until now. And I find that's the best way for me. It's the best way to cope. So if it helps you, let me know.